Power 104.7.
Rise and shine, St. Paul. Start your day the Power Way. The Wake Up on Power 104.7 FM. Monday through Friday from 8 to 10. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, and we in the building. What's up, y'all?
Yes,
This
sir.
is the Wake Up on Power 104.7.
Bro,
Hey,
this is still weird, bro.
what?
Cause it's Saturday, man.
I know we're not normally in here on Saturdays. We
Jeez.
usually here Monday through Friday, but it's a Saturday special.
Yeah.
Because we got special guests in the building.
So it's brunch.
It's brunch.
Yeah.
Make the Wake Up is brunch time.
Brunch
yes,
time with
I
grits
love
and
it.
eggs,
With grits and
baby.
eggs. Woo, woo, woo.
Let's get it.
I'm excited for this, man. We finna have an amazing show.
Oh, we finna
Man.
talk a lot of talk.
A lot of talk.
A lot of talk. We gonna have some laughs.
Some laughs.
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm excited with nerves, bro.
I am,
right
just
now,
a little
'cause I'm like,
Just a little bit.
we finna get it.
All right, well, everybody, welcome our guests. We got in the building, Grits and Eggs podcast, Deante:Kyle and Big Ice Cup Cat. What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
What's
up,
up?
fellas?
City.
Yes.
Hey, welcome to the purified land of Minnetonkas.
Oh, no.
Minnetonkas, that's crazy.
Minnetonkas.
Yeah, purified ourselves in the water of Lake Minnetonka last night. You know what I mean?
Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know how y'all living up here. Like, y'all living in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Jon Snow.
Brick
type
City.
vibes.
Yeah, for sure. At least 6 months out of the year is like this.
Okay,
No cap.
word.
We are the North for real. Like,
No, this is the real North. You feel me?
real North for real.
For real.
Now I can see why y'all go hard for the Vikings, because that's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's a real thing.
Oh man, the
You need
Wolves
something
too, bro.
You gotta attach to something. You know
Yeah,
what I
we,
mean?
Something.
we
Keep
still
us warm.
we still have like we still have this hidden vendetta when it comes down to the Lakers too, though. You know what I mean?
Is this real?
Is this real?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
they-
MPLS, the
Yeah.
original
Oh,
Lakers
exactly.
team.
With
Yeah,
originals,
I was salty
exactly.
about that.
Yeah, we still. I'm still kind of salty about it, but you know, what I mean, it is what it is.
Let's keep it real. It would have never been Showtime MPLS.
Yeah.
It would have
It,
never been.
it
there.
wouldn't.
In
It
these
wouldn't.
times, it would have been.
I ain't gonna lie though, it wouldn't have been a crazy transition for Urban Magic to make.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right down the
that
block.
would have
right
been
down the block.
Yeah.
that would have been lit. But you know, at the same time, Kobe made it. Kobe really made the Lakers when it came down to like that actual big dynasty. When it came down to that transition,
That's a Phil
Man,
Jackson thing, though.
boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
Triangle
Phil.
offense, you know?
Feel.
And shout out to Ant Edwards too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hey.
MVP. Ooh, ooh.
Hey, he is a beast in his own way, and I love it, bro. I love it.
That's Baby
I'm
Jordan
telling
right
you.
there. And that's the
Man.
nickname he been given.
And then just the whole situation with Adidas and the whole like putting 45.
The commercial is crazy.
$450,000 away for penalties,
Jeez.
bro. Hey, if somebody gonna put that away, man, hey.
I want somebody put 400,000 into
Call
me.
us,
Shoot.
call us, bro. Like, for real, we need that help.
Absolutely, absolutely.
How's travels, fellas? How's travels?
Travels is cool.
It's
man.
cool. We had a week, so you know we've been on planes a lot this week. So.
Oh man,
What y'all air flying? Who y'all with? I'm saying, like,
we
you
the
know.
Delta boys.
Oh, okay,
Delta
okay,
boys.
okay.
I was just
Makes sense.
paying attention to the Mona Leo one, Delta.
Yeah, that's that one.
It's the cookies. I
It's
ain't gonna lie.
Atlanta too.
It's
You know what
Atlanta.
I'm
It's the
saying?
hub.
Like,
Yeah.
we got the whole hub.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's true.
Y'all couldn't have rolled Spirit because we don't got Spirit here no more, anyways. Oh, y'all don't
You know
rock
what?
with Spirit.
I just read a stat that
Yeah.
Spirit is like probably the safest plane to
I
travel on.
heard, which
was.
is crazy because we be thinking that it's ghetto and
They said
all
it
this other stuff.
because all the black people ride. That's why they
Well,
said.
there you go.
So they trying to put something bad on it because
yeah,
there's
yeah.
black folks
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
I'm not
Nah.
gonna hold y'all. I would
getting us
jump
there
on
safe,
that
though.
Spirit just for the simple fact that I don't want to pay about like $600 just to get a ticket to go there and back, and then still have to pay more money. When they give me $70, okay, I'm there. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Keep
for
it real,
sure.
man.
Yeah.
It's that stadium
You know what I'm
seat
saying?
thing.
Yeah, it's a stadium seat.
It's a tough drive.
It's a hard seat.
Right?
It's
You gotta have Spirit to ride. You gotta have Spirit to
Have good
ride.
spirits to ride.
So this y'all first time in Minnesota?
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, for sure.
Cat,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
actually chilling.
Actually,
Actually,
Yeah.
because you said you kind of came through for trucking, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came through and got right up out of here.
yeah,
So,
gone.
okay,
In the winter or like more like summer?
It was winter.
Winter
time,
too?
yeah.
Okay,
Man,
nice.
how is it driving those trucks in the winter time when it snows, bro?
I'll say this: in the northern parts, like I had a lot of Midwest runs during the winter for grocery chains. They do a good job of like taking care of the roads, but also it's like the ice hazard ain't really affecting you as much in the 18-wheeler.
Okay.
'Cause it's like As long as you load it, I mean, you stuck to the ground basically.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I mean,
That makes sense.
We like, I just seen, we had like a small little ice storm, but then it warmed right back up on the same day. So I was a couple jackknife trucks. I'm like, wow.
It'll happen. You can't be reckless. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Yeah.
drive like it's just a regular. I mean, you got to take the same precautions that anybody else do.
Right, because
So
I know they said, like, I'm sorry to cut you off. I know they said, like, driving that is like, what was it, about 4-5 tons? Just metal, just
Yeah.
speed
I
on?
mean, on a base level, the truck is about 25,000 pounds.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, that don't mention when you load it, it's probably get around 70 to 80,000.
Okay.
Well, speaking of ice, I know, crazy transition, but
That was,
I mean, it was cool though.
I mean,
It
I'll
was
say
cool,
this,
though.
great segue. You know what I'm saying? You do this.
Great precision.
y'all in Minnesota, y'all know what's been going on here
For
with
sure.
ice and everything. How did y'all feel coming in here? Like, did y'all feel like y'all might see something crazy, or how y'all feeling about ice period and what happened here
The
with?
way I feel about ice, I can't say
Yeah,
on
they
this
can't
show.
say it on the show how we feel.
But
Gotcha.
I share the
Yeah.
same sentiments as the protesters.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay.
Sometimes you just want to, you know what I mean, take you out back real
You know what I'm
quick.
saying?
Yeah.
A little bit of, you know,
Let's go have this grown folks talk.
real grown folks talk.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
talk.
Yeah. So, do y'all have plans to possibly visit the passing sites of those individuals from ICE, or even George Floyd? You know, that
Yeah,
happened
for
here
sure.
as well.
That's actually where we're gonna go when we leave here.
Nice. All three, or just
I think they are within like 4 or 5 blocks.
They
Yeah,
all
yeah,
close,
yeah,
all of it, like very short.
All within
distance.
like 5 minutes of each other.
Yeah.
Southside Minneapolis.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice,
Okay,
nice. Okay,
To the
cool.
south side?
We was gonna
Yeah,
definitely go
Southside.
holler at the George Floyd joint.
Okay.
Yeah,
absolutely,
You definitely
absolutely.
got to go up there. That crazy energy of just, you know, when everything started and that change happened over there. It like, it's a humbling situation knowing, and for me being here, born and raised, I never thought I would see anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I lived in St. Paul and Minneapolis, and I, you know, congregate with the white crowd and the black crowd, but just how they stood up and came and like really like, man, shut it down. And
Absolutely.
like I still live in the same area that it first happened, just in a, you know, whole nother spot, but I can still feel that tension. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I
And
think
then-
state violence gonna create tension forever.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the precursor to that was Philandro, correct?
Yes.
So you think the George Floyd situation, I think being a little bit more barbaric in the sense that it wasn't necessarily a weapon used, but it was more of a strangulation, execution. And it caused like a global uproar. You know what I'm saying? There was people protesting in all countries. So I think it being followed by kind of like federally mandated state violence with ICE, who aren't law enforcement and obviously aren't interested in immigration, but more so terrorizing citizens. I think that tension is just going to remain. That tension is present in the country, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think for whatever reason, Minneapolis seems to be a very polarizing place politically.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a targeted thing. I'm interested to see what
It
like
is.
the history is, but I know the state has been Democratic throughout
For
its
a
existence.
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Its
exactly.
entire existence.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if that has something to do with it. I'm sure it does,
Absolutely.
especially with this administration.
At this point in time, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
he's not trying to let up on us.
It's retribution, like he said.
Yeah.
It's just very petty.
Come out
vindictive
back, bro. Come out
president,
back.
You know what I mean? Well, you got to think though. This is a person who has always kind of used his influence to kind of move the needle politically. Even when we talk about the Central Park 5, a situation that had no effect on him whatsoever, he chose to like put a bounty on a bunch of young black men.
Yeah.
Who were exonerated. So I think when we look at this administration and it's trying to pass like more laws for voter suppression, specifically around Democratic voters and hotbeds of Democratic voters, Minneapolis, Minnesota as a whole would be one of those places that are targeted. I don't understand it as a strategy. I would think that policy and, you know, campaigns and things like that would be enough, but to actually just try to forcibly restrict people from voting is
It's crazy.
dictatorship in a way.
Yeah, he definitely mad at the fact that our governor was backing Kamala. I think that has a lot to do with it too. When she was running, he was going to be her vice president.
Tim
So
Walz.
Tim Walz. So I think this is a vendetta against that period. Like, oh, against me? Okay, I'm gonna show you not to go against me. You know, at least how I feel.
Yeah, it can be very petty that way.
Yeah.
We've seen it time and time again with Donald Trump, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, just today. You know what I'm saying?
Today.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to kind of go a little bit back on the whole ICE thing with the killings, Renee Good and
Alex
Preddy, right? Usually when you see this kind of executions or killings like this done, you usually see it like white on black crime, right? But this was a situation where it was white on white crime. How do you feel like the world kind of took that in and rallying so hard for these Caucasian people who got killed, but when it's, you know, a black guy or something like that outside of George Floyd, outside of Philando, that really happened here, how do you think that was a difference for history?
So strategically, America has always like ruled as an elite class of white people, and incentivizing poor white people with power. So your slave catcher, your police, your whatever the case may be, is more so often placed in positions of power over other people, but not power monetarily. So a lot of poor white people didn't have the wealth to own a slave, but they were able to oversee slaves, which is a part of power, being paid in power, and feeling like you're a part of the empire when you're really just a tool. So most people, white people, have been made to feel safe and pampered. You know, like the wealth gap is a thing, educational discrepancies, redlining. So just like you know, legal segregation, things like that. Yeah. You kind of live in a bubble and you live in a pampered world. A lot of times their experiences with black people are not firsthand, but through media. Media being a tool of propaganda is always going to show us in the worst light. This is a way to keep us divided within class and not look at our similarities as far as a class, like a unified class of people, but to keep us segregated through race, through ideology. History plays a big part in that. Anytime that you start to see something like a rainbow coalition happen, then you see the leader be assassinated at the age of 21. So I think the thing is that this being a reality check for white people is something where it's something they can't ignore anymore, where George Floyd, yes, is a tragedy, but without the video evidence, probably we would have went silent. So it's one of those things where you put something in front of people's face and they're forced to react to it as a human and not as a white or black person, but just there's no way to excuse this behavior. There's no way around it.
Right.
When it happens to them, then it's like, oh, it's the empire versus everybody. So like now my whiteness doesn't protect me from state violence.
Right.
And not only is it a white woman who's normally seen as a damsel in distress and somebody to be protected by this system and can use that damsel in distress to activate the police against black people. We've seen that time and time again during history. But this time it's like, well, they shot this woman in the face.
Yeah.
And then the thing with Alex Preddy is white man, law-abiding citizen, engaged in his Second Amendment right, was disarmed and then shot in the back of the head.
Right.
So this is like a signal to the nation at large, like, if you're not down, you're gonna get rolled over. It's like gang violence type junk. And the people in ICE are incentivized not only by like being radicalized in small groups online, you know, manosphere stuff, red pill stuff, radical right-wing stuff, white supremacist stuff, but also this idea of it being in alignment with the power structure protects them, incentivizes them monetarily, but doesn't follow through with that promise, but are again being used as pawns. And once you in, you know, you don't want to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like once you got that blood on your hands, even if you being a part of ICE is being a part of every infraction that they make. And them basically being activated against citizens makes them culpable. Even if they didn't pull the trigger, they did.
Right.
So it's like once you in it, you can't get out. You can't get out of it. So it's like what it causes most people to do is double down and become more violent because now they in it. And the lack of consequences almost kind of inflames the ego of these men, where they're like, oh, we can get away with anything.
Right.
I was telling somebody, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if the guys who were in the army and maybe got pushed out because they was violent or, you know, couldn't control themselves, was being hard-headed, fighting, whatever. I wouldn't be surprised them the guys that went and signed up for ICE.
No. That's not how that happens.
No.
So these are people who are rejects from both.
Yeah.
So these, if you see somebody that's rejected from the police academy, probably due to a psychological profile, that's been largely people, security guards, people that want to be cops but can't pass all of the evaluations to be cops. These are the type of
Those
people
are the
that sign
ones.
up.
Okay.
Young Paul Blarts.
And yes, and a lot of Paul Blarts, but also what you would think, you know, the way that the government doesn't take care of veterans is also
that is a big situation.
But it's on purpose.
Yeah.
Because they've trained these men to organize and engage in warfare. So if they was ever to organize with the citizens, it would make the citizens powerful against the empire, right? So I don't personally think that anybody that served in the military to protect the United States of America and its commandments and its citizens and its way of life would sign up to brutalize citizens.
No, not in that way. I meant the ones who are like more like angry that they got put out or like.
Oh, like
with the drinking problem. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that. That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I was like. You don't think so? Okay.
No, but anybody that's rejected. But
yeah.
But see, this is another thing too. You get rejected by the empire, which makes you want to represent it even more. So then, again, we go back to this paid in power thing. They're probably not making no money like that. This, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard 50. That was it.
It was a bonus, and then they've also had stuff come around where it says that they didn't receive these bonuses. They're probably not going to receive.
And then they have to serve all 5 years, and if they don't, they have to pay that money back.
Oh, that's crazy. So a loan.
It's a loan. That's a
360.
Let me borrow you real quick. I'm gonna give you these $2.
Yeah.
Make it look good, but I'm gonna need 500.
Well, but they're incentivized by their anger and hatred. So
yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead. Well, the point being is like, if you make it, if you form an organization under the guise of immigration, and then you have rhetoric around these people as if they're not human, illegal aliens and things like that, what it does is incentivize somebody who's probably a Christian nationalist, probably a white nationalist, to join, to feel like I have power. Like, you know, all these things that we talk about in our quiet meetings from a violent perspective, I get to now act out under the protection of the federal government. So that's like, like when you talk about rejects, it's like, like real life losers. Like,
yeah, for real.
Regardless of stature, regardless of what they was put out of before, these is real life losers
being
activated.
Absolutely.
Okay. How do y'all feel about our culture saying that this ain't our fight when it came down to immigration and ICE and what's been going on?
No, absolutely right. You know, I think as black people in America, man, we tired of putting our bodies in the front lines when it comes to like protesting and all that, because we've done it, we've paved the way, but everybody gets the benefit of it but us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They won't even pass a no lynching bill, you know. But as soon as, you know, let's just say, for example, an Asian person is hurt or brutalized, they'll pass a no hate against Asians bill. They'll do something like that. So I think black people just frustrated with it. You know? So we go sit back, we go let y'all do what y'all do, you know, and we go hold it down over here while y'all hold it down over there.
Yeah.
I think rightfully so, man. I think that it's in the benefit of everybody for us to put our bodies on the line. And this is not a declaration that we are not in the fight against the empire. It's a declaration that we won't be brutalized for the fight. So black people are still going to organize. We're still going to create awareness around things. That's been nonstop, the awareness part. But if I go up on the front lines, who are they going to brutalize first? Also, who is it socially acceptable to brutalize?
Exactly.
So then you get tweets and you get posts and you get things about like the criticism. So because y'all are now being brutalized, a lot of the criticism is that black people like, okay, do y'all get it now? It's like, bro, did y'all get it before? And also now that it's at your front door, you want to to even think to criticize black people instead of criticizing the administration that deployed these people on the street is just a reflection of the psyche of America. Is like, no, y'all are the body bags. Y'all body is on the line, not ours. This is not the American way of life.
Right.
Even when somebody says something like, can we go back to old-fashioned police brutality? What are they saying?
What
when
does
they
that
say
mean?
That? Oh, you know exactly.
That's
what
crazy to say that though.
Let's keep tearing them down. Let's keep making sure they're against each other, and let's keep. It's pretty much just
this status
repeat
quo,
of Jim Crow.
Yeah. So can we do what's already socially acceptable?
Exactly.
And the thing is that black people were right not to get involved, because if the brutalization points itself at you and you still take time to criticize me, then this is obviously something wrong with the psyche of our society. Because you won't even criticize the people deploying it. You criticizing me for not stepping in front of you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I've seen TikToks of, like Latinos and stuff mad at black folks for not coming to help. And I'm like, what y'all mad at? First of all, it's been a history of the separation between Latinos and black people for a very long time.
Okay, well,
so the fact that
civil
y'all
rights though, and how was it passed?
Exactly.
And how was it afforded to everybody else? So if we wanted to just say we already did our part, we could, and we still don't do that.
Exactly.
And in this one situation, we have an understanding these people have been deployed specifically to brutalize citizens. Why would we put ourselves in the way of that? Also, too, this is a conversation that we've had prior to the vote going out, and y'all showed us en masse. Y'all will vote not only against your own interests, but whatever's in the interest of black people.
Yeah.
So we cool, and us being cool. You gonna have, that's something you gotta take on the chin. But instead of people taking accountability, they want to point the finger at us, which is another incentive not to get out there.
You know, it's crazy. That comment that Shabuzi had made, I forgot what award show it was, to be honest. But he was like,
I'm gonna say it was Grammys.
It was the Grammys, and he was like, immigrants built this country, and black folks had an uproar about that. And I'm bringing that up because you said, like, we did our part already. Like, what you mean? We built this country.
Well, the thing is that I've spoke about that because, that's just ahistorical. That's not true.
Yeah.
The influx of immigrants and, first generation immigrants comes from the sacrifices made by people in the civil rights era. So black people literally paid for their civil rights with their blood.
Literally.
And to build this nation, that's not immigration. That's enslavement. That's chattel enslavement. Is that? Right. The immigration is a choice. This wasn't a choice. So you got 200 and some odd years of free labor out of us, and then the whole eastern side of America, which is the most populated side of America, was built by enslaved black people. And then you get the late 1800s, 1880s specifically, where you get Asian, Chinese people being imported to help build the railroads to the west because of the gold rush. So, maybe there's been some assistance from immigration.
Yeah, agriculture, stuff on that side.
There's been some assistance, but there's also been a lot of incentive to immigrate over here in the early stages of America. Free land, given, job security and guarantees to build the West, but not enslavement.
Right. With Minnesota being a heavy populated Somali immigrant place, right? What are y'all, and I don't know if you heard about the fraud thing that's going on up in here with the daycares and all that stuff. How do y'all feel about, them feeling like black people aren't standing up for them when it's a history of Somalians coming into this country anyways and already been told to not trust black people?
Yeah, so the thing is that who ended up being the face of that daycare fraud?
It's a white woman.
Yeah, a white woman. Okay. Exactly.
Yeah. So, again, Somalians realizing that they can be used as scapegoats too.
Yeah.
I don't really get, I get a lot of criticism online about this, but I don't really get phased out by immigrants coming over here and criticizing us. You don't know us.
Right.
You don't know our history, obviously, because if you did know our history, you would know where you sit in that too. And you will understand that you just get put in the same category as us soon as you touch down. But the idea of American exceptionalism, the idea of the American dream, is to scale the ladder of the American economy through capitalism. Capitalism is rugged individualism that requires you to push people down and exploit people for your own success. And it's a scaled ladder from bottom meaning black, top meaning white. And they want to assimilate to whiteness. They have to detach from their blackness, and they have to also step on black people that are already present. Things like calling us lazy, but not addressing the fact that several of our self-made towns were bombed.
Literally,
You know what I mean? If either through actual bombing or fire bombs and set the fire and like mass brutalization and murder. School to prison pipeline, Jim Crow laws, things that we were successful in spite of. If you don't know that history, if you don't understand the chemical warfare enacted on us through the war on drugs and Ronald Reagan, if you don't know the history of civil rights in this country, I don't care about what you think.
Right.
Because you're propagandized. You're a tool of the empire, and I don't care. Because the only thing, look, rather than me spend my time explaining to you who I am, I'll just let you have your idea. And when America gives you your wake up call, just don't come holler at me.
Yeah.
Go stay where you at.
I'm with you.
And get it how you live too, because this is the thing. Everybody is gonna arrive to the American wake up call. Even Black Americans still try to assimilate, still try to aspire to this system. And then they get their wake up call and they come back too. You see that with a Candace Owens now. So the thing is that as much grace as we have, it's like, I mean, we might not let you in the house right away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're gonna have to sit outside.
Yeah,
Matter
just
of
sit
fact,
outside
sit
for a little minute.
Don't even hit the second step.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
Just
stay over
hang
there.
out, see how you like the yard first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because right now you're just running scared.
Right.
Let's see if you real enough to be comfortable and understand your history, and understand the position that you're in this country. And I think the thing is like, turning your back on your people or people who look like you is a turning of your back on yourself. And obviously, for some people, it takes a little longer for them to realize that than others. And for those who have realized it and who have a history of realizing it, I don't care about your opinions.
Yeah.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
All right, let's oh my bad, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
All right, let's talk because it is Black History Month.
The
So
last
happy
day.
Black History Month to you fellas.
It is the
The
last
last day.
It is
last
the last
day.
day. Man,
It
went quick.
How short it is.
Yeah, it
Right.
went quick.
We get the shortest attendance of the month.
And it went quick.
It started with a week, so it's progress.
Progress, right?
I'm pretty
right.
sure a lot of people, seen the clip, and if you haven't seen the clip, let's break down the understanding, or can you break down the understanding of what you meant by we're not saying all lives doesn't matter, but we are saying Black lives matter at this time right now, this whole month. Can you break that down?
Yeah. So so what started as like Black History Week was the name leaving me. I want to say it's Carter G. Woodson, but it started.
I can't remember his name either.
And I think Gerald Ford is the person that started Black History Month.
Yep.
So it was meant to celebrate the accomplishments and the contributions of Black Americans here. Especially at that time, it was important because it was often overlooked. So you think about our inventions, our innovations, our improvements, the debt that we paid to this society as a whole, it should be celebrated. And I think that there's an idea that we're going to meld everybody into it, and we're going to celebrate things that happen outside of America, or we're going to celebrate contributions of those who not only probably don't like Black Americans, but don't identify with Blackness, and it's Black History Month. And I think that we have an entire year to celebrate everybody. Yeah. And I think that this month specifically was created because our contributions go overlooked so many times, or are just not accounted for, or like oftentimes like if not told, won't be known.
Right.
And then will be rewritten and revised. So this is a month for us to really like reinforce and tell our stories of our contributions to this nation, and I think that should be respected. And I think that looking at it as a sign of disrespect is, to me, like a sign that you don't want it to exist.
Yeah.
And it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people thrive because of our contributions and our innovations.
The world thrives.
It's an entire genre of music, several genres of music, but the present day genre of music of hip hop has created a pathway for a lot of people to make a lot of money. And it's a global culture. You know, like people will say we don't have culture and then walk and talk and look just like us. Yeah. You know what I mean? Take the influence from us, but try to run off with it.
Our style, swag, and
it's the same playbook.
Persona.
You know, they run with the playbook. Yeah. You know, the playbook is to denigrate, then appropriate.
Do you feel like a lot of our playbook has just been given just cause, or do you feel like we should honestly start holding back a lot of our playbooks again?
I mean, yeah, we should.
Definitely should keep it.
Well, we give the playbook away because by nature, we just generous people.
Everybody invited to the cookout.
You
No.
know, yeah, I mean, but that's just the world where we come from. You know, we just generous people. We want you to feel welcome. We want you to feel love. That's just us by nature because we God's people naturally.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you still got to stay.
But now we're understanding that they don't appreciate what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now we got to be more. We got to gatekeep more.
AKA Day TV.
Day TV.
Day TV.
Some Day TV.
Day TV. You are now watching the Day TV network.
How we act, how we behave is not necessarily dictated by the last 50 or 100 years. Epigenetics is a real thing. Mm-hmm. So we have a long human history that started way before America was ever thought of.
Yeah.
We have a human history of living in abundance. We have a human history of instincts that came from abundance. Mm-hmm. So being generous, not worried about you can't steal from me if I have nothing to take because everything is offered. Everything is present, right? I don't need to be stingy with food if food is just growing out the ground.
Yeah. Right.
I don't need to be stingy with my cultural practices or anything like that because you can't take this from me. Right. You understand what I'm saying? This is a practice. This is something I'm going to do either way. So you have people with instincts and genetic instincts to be generous because we come from abundance. And now we're met with all these people who come from lack and have lack mentalities and only look to see what they can capitalize off of, and a lot of opportunistic behaviors and things like that we just don't possess. And you actually are asking people to become less human because the idea for anything is free.
Yeah.
You don't pay for an idea. You don't pay for a talent. You don't pay for a skill. You work at these things. These things are made through labors of love and passion. So you have the instinctual nature of people to not withhold what can help grow, and then you have the nature of people who are slimy and just seek to take, and you're asking us to protect against slime balls instead of criticizing people for being slimy. You're asking the people to be that are generous. Like, these are great human qualities that we have to protect because y'all are anti-human. Yeah, because you don't operate in a communal aspect. You operate in an individualistic, parasitic aspect, and now I have to protect myself from that. So it's going to take us a little while to even put that in practice when that's not what come naturally to us. All y'all look at everything for $1, and we look at everything for what's best for the people. Like, hip-hop starts in a park for people to have fun in the midst of, like, abject poverty. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of these things, blues music comes out of a reflection of a brutal society. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all of these things that we create come out of a reflection of our environment. It wasn't free. It was free to start. And it's only because we live amongst slime balls that we have to put a price on everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Did y'all know, quick fact, I'm sure y'all probably do, that the venue y'all going out to tonight, Caboose, is black owned.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, it just acquired that, how long ago? I just found this out not too long ago.
It's been a
but
couple of years.
A couple of years.
Yep.
Does that thing...
Well, who else is going to reach out to us?
Tight. Right, that's what I'm saying. So, do you feel like, because with it not being black owned before, do you feel like it's going to take for black people to acquire things of that, like taking over the venues, places, especially in Minnesota, a place where hip hop, and all that wasn't even accepted here. So, being reached out.
They had a Nazi rally in Madison Square Garden. You gonna stop playing basketball? That's the country. That's the history.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So it transmute the history. Like, bring a new vibe to the building.
Absolutely.
Go in there, buy it, clear it out, Palo Santo, sage the demons up out of there, and then start something new.
For real, yeah.
For real, just straight Dave Chappelle, bro. Like, he's a person that I was shook when I found out that he owned the town that his dad used to work in.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that. Okay.
And then for him, like, being able to go in there and tell them, like, hey, man, y'all ain't finna do this. I own majority of this. We gonna leave this where it's at, and we gonna make sure the people are okay. We got to get like that.
Listen,
we have to be like that.
And the thing is that if you are afforded an opportunity to, like, utilize your prosperity to change the narrative or direction of something, you should. I.e., Tyler Perry, he built his film studio, like state-of-the-art film studio on a previous Confederate base.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They had to change the name to a black man's name. You understand what I'm saying? With, on a base where originally they was fighting to keep us enslaved.
Yeah.
So you can have your criticisms of Tyler Perry. I certainly have mine, but I also respect what he does, and I'm going to celebrate the things that he does, because we not always supposed to agree on everything. That ain't even a reality.
Don't I be saying that?
It's not a reality, but to think about what the action is, and the action is to liberate and to put us first, and not only in mind but in action. And as long as that's your initiative, I don't see why we can't get behind supporting that. All of our ideologies aren't going to align, especially with the internet creating a new one every week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we creating a new ideology every week to follow. And you got people that done traded out several identities over the last 10 years, how they want to align. And a lot of it is always aligned in blackness. So if we just put the ideology aside and focus on the blackness, I think we'll be all right.
Absolutely. Where else y'all gonna be visiting outside of the memorials of those individuals and in the caboose tonight? Y'all gonna hit up the mall, or like how long y'all even been?
We already did the mall.
Oh, y'all did the mall already?
Yeah, we did the mall already.
Okay, nice.
That's a huge mall.
Yeah.
I think they said like an hour and a half just to walk each floor around.
Yeah, we ain't spending all that
we ain't
time.
doing that.
I used
Get
to
in
work
and
there.
get out.
It took me 15 minutes to walk around that whole thing.
It took you was power walking.
We was we're going to a youth event today. We're going to talk to the baby. So
Yeah,
you know that's the most important
that's
thing.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And then we got our show tonight. So
Y'all gonna stop? Y'all stopped any restaurants, black-owned spots yet? Anything like that?
we didn't get into like 6
Yeah,
o'clock
we got in
last
late
night.
last night.
So and we had been on the plane literally all day. We had to
All
catch a
day.
connector. So
Okay.
we ate what was at the hotel, and then we went to bed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, it's a few spots out here, black-owned spots. I know. What's that one chicken spot that it's a chicken black-owned spot?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Come on.
Chicken.
Y'all like
Where
chicken?
Where we at?
We do.
Oh, I was about to say, y'all
we
like
ain't
chicken?
What is it? We got.
I actually know a black person who don't eat chicken. I was
me too.
like, what?
My brother
Yeah, one of my
don't
best
eat
friends don't eat chicken.
I don't understand that. So what would you eat?
They just eat steak. And
I
like
mean
seafood.
beef.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess, but that's
Veal.
weird. I just never heard of that. Okay, crazy.
We got Golden Time. That's on Selby here in St. Paul. 312 Prime, which is on University here in St. Paul.
Yep.
And then we got Mama Sheila's, which is over south.
What that is?
That's soul food.
Yeah, I
sounds
like
Yeah,
You said Sheila. You know, that's a
no,
black woman.
Mama. That's the black I mean. Mama, I'm going to holler at Mama real quick.
That's it. We got Harold's Chicken. It's franchise, Chicago.
Oh, yeah,
you
we
know.
gotta get a little
So there's
that Mambo
that's out
sauce.
there.
Alright.
What else we got?
Not Mambo.
We got a few black.
We got a few couple places and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
Man,
what
y'all
I got.
give me a list, man.
Yeah,
We'll
we need a
pick
list.
one.
Yeah.
We got y'all. Y'all leaving out tomorrow or?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say y'all outside the caboose. Y'all gonna try to hit any little spots like club nights or anything like that?
You know,
Oh, y'all
I
don't
ain't
even
really
do
a
that
club- I
stuff.
ain't really
I ain't
a
gonna
club
hold
person.
you, get a little sticky trying to do stuff like that. Cause it's like sometimes we want to go out and enjoy yourself, and then it turn into a meet and greet. So
Right.
it
feel
ain't no
that.
disrespect to the people, but you know, it's a time and place, and I understand like how it feel like. Well, I might not get this opportunity again, so let me take it. And so
Yeah.
like I just, you know,
Right. We
I
also
just
got
go back to the hotel and chill.
Hey, I feel that.
we also got a black-owned record store in St. Paul.
Yes.
Also,
Okay.
Yes.
Now you
I'm-
talking
I hang
language.
out there.
Yeah.
Now you talking
I'm there
language.
all the time, literally.
They
Like
sell vinyls, real records.
Real.
Yes.
Oh,
Real.
nah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
need that.
And
Yeah,
deep,
so-
deep in hip hop history though, like it ain't just something that popped up a few years ago. Like
been since
staple.
¡93.
Oh, yeah,
93.
Word? Oh, yeah, we gotta
93.
pull up.
Yeah,
Yes.
Same owner. I'm heading there after I leave here. Honestly, I'm there like literally
What's the
every
name
day.
of it?
Urban Lights.
Urban Lights, yes. Owner is Tim. What's Tim's last
Tim
name?
Wilson.
Tim Wilson. Yeah, like I said, hip hop staple, man. I mean, everyone you could think of then came through there.
Oh, it's 10 minutes away.
Yeah, real close.
gonna stop right there
Few
one
names that came through there. You know better.
Everybody
than me.
came down. There's a wall of fame from LL Cool J, Nipsey, TLC.
Okay.
You already know RL Next and everybody from here. Janet Jackson.
Janet.
Just everybody, bro. I can honestly say he like everybody. Ja Rule, 50 Cent, everybody.
Yeah,
So,
word.
Yeah.
It's a Hall of Fame in there. And
What's a popular rapper that came out of this area?
who do we have? We had what's his name? He was with Scarface. I'm gonna have to hit.
We was trying to find some music to play specific to at our show.
At the show tonight. Oh yeah, we can share. We got Juice Lord. We got Louis Blaze. We got.
Oh yeah. Run that. Run me a little list real quick.
Yeah, we got you. Yeah, we got some dope artists.
Yeah, because we always every city we go to, we try to celebrate whatever their local talent is.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we definitely gonna give you a nice list.
Because I was like, man, we're gonna have to just play Prince the whole time.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
We got you.
Speaking of Prince, he was
rain the whole time.
I was gonna go.
Hey.
I was gonna start with that.
Not absolutely not. Don't do that. No, it's funny though, cause he wanted to ask, since you in a purple state, Prince or Michael?
I mean,
if you had to choose,
just to be controversial, you already know the beef between them two.
I'm going Mike over Prince, but I love Prince.
We'll say Mike is the better performer, but Prince is clearly the better artist. When we talk about just mastery of instrumental,
mastering your craft. Yeah,
bro, Shardae might be one of the best guitarists of all time. Like in a real way.
Absolutely.
I remember. You remember that joint where he originally like wasn't nominated in the top guitarists, like the top 100.
Yeah.
And they had a show the next night, a tribute show for Eric Clapton, and he played like they say like literally one of the greatest solo performances of all time on a guitar.
Yep.
Just he was on some like, oh, not one of the top 100. Watch this. So I rock with bro. I rock with bro. Like I'm gonna show you what's going on.
Absolutely.
For real. But he's also genre bender, groundbreaking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the word? Androgynous. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean?
You know, like.
Blending gender,
okay.
like that.
I'll be on my like. I'm gonna look that up later and put it on my list.
I had to think about what I was gonna say.
No, I mean, saying Prince used to dress a little different.
Yeah, he did.
But I mean, he was confident.
He still got the. I almost said the word. He still got the girls. I almost said the H word.
Yeah. No, I mean, you see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Nah, like I mean, see what I'm saying? The talent will take you far, bro.
That's how guys in LA was dressing before, you know.
Hey, all day, bro, all day.
You know what I'm saying? In the 80s,
Charlie Murphy, True Hollywood Story, yo.
Hey, look, man, in the 80s, dudes was wearing crop tops, fishnets, all that.
Wow.
Bell bottoms in the 70s.
I don't think I would have went. Absolutely not.
You would have,
I
because
don't think
that's
so.
the thing.
I don't think so.
70s. That's the time you in.
I don't think so.
You probably dated a dude in an oversized white tee before?
Yeah. No, I'm only 30.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
I don't know what trends
What
came
trend was
after.
it? Nah, she definitely.
No, we was in the jerking era. Skinny jeans.
Yeah, skinny jeans.
That was more.
So you was dating somebody wearing all neon, everything.
Yes.
At a point, Van had
that
Van
happened in the
shoes.
80s too.
That's the same thing.
That was in the 80s
I guess
too.
so. Yeah.
You'd have had your hair blown out, and you'd have been with a dude in a fishnet shirt. It just is what it is.
No, not a fishnet shirt though.
Yes, you have.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
Okay.
Dude named Ricky?
Yeah. Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Pretty Ricky, what they call
Crazy
him.
word.
Pretty Ricky with the light eyes?
Yeah, Pretty Ricky with the light eyes, yeah.
In a Monte Carlo?
Monte Carlo.
You would have been gone.
Going.
Trust me.
Pulled up in the Trans Am.
Yeah.
Hopping in.
I hope not.
Pull up in a 5.0 with a crop top on.
But real quick.
No, you was going.
You was going. Yeah.
Stop. Real quick, while we talking about music, real quick, because we were an artist at one point in time, right?
Correct.
Baggage claim, brother.
He went back.
He pulled one out the bag.
Okay, my boy knows something.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I was trying to find it clean.
Yeah, it ain't no clean version.
I was like,
man,
man, that would have hit him over the head. But yeah, man, baggage claim.
That was tough.
So yeah, when I went to do my research and stuff, and getting my information for certain things and just feeling the vibe of everything, because I haven't really checked into podcasts in a while since like 85 South started.
Yeah,
I ain't even gonna hold y'all. A lot of podcasts, I'd be like, a lot of people don't talk this context to where it pulls me in like how y'all do it.
Word.
So I went back, and the first thing, me being a DJ, I'm like, bruh, what, this ain't podcast. Click. Boy, the bars on this, man. Okay.
Having them
okay.
bars.
So man, I want to give you a kudos. First off, bro, because that caught me really off guard.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, what got you into music when you first?
I love music. You know what I mean? It's one of them things where it's like, it's something that's just been a constant part of my life. I don't know a life without music. So, but I think, when I could go and discover on my own, yeah, man, just like taking stuff to the bus stop and rapping it, like word for word. Every song that come out, I know it word for word. Like I was just like obsessed with hip hop. to that point where it was like, my homeboy was like, man, you know everybody else verse. Why don't you just rap your own verse? Like, why don't you rap yourself? And so then we started, when we walk home from the bus stop, we'll just freestyle. It was garbage, but we was working on the technique.
Right.
And I think I dropped my first song on like MySpace when I was 16.
MySpace is crazy.
Freestyle to that.
Yeah, you didn't do that, did you?
Yeah.
It's too young. You too young.
No, I do. I had a top 3. That's not
Top 3.
It's top 8.
No, it was top 8. I had
eight.
that though with
Top
the start with the words coming down, raining in the back with the Chris Brown playing. I was there.
I mean,
I was like
5
11,
years
10,
younger than
11.
her,
She was in elementary school.
Yeah, I was there.
That, but you know, we
I
take
didn't get
it
to
back.
Facebook until I was in middle school. This when Facebook started popping. When I got to middle school.
She don't know
so
about
you-
Black Planet.
Oh yeah, she don't know about Black Planet.
No, I had a tag. I wasn't supposed to be on there, but I had a tag.
That's what I was just gonna say. You was doing a lot of grown up stuff.
Grown stuff that had
Yeah,
no business.
yeah, yeah.
Back when what was that thing called Zwinky? Remember Zwinky used to be able to make
What?
avatars and you go in chat rooms and you
Oh,
can
yeah,
dress
yeah.
them
Oh,
up.
you
And
a-
what I
you
think
a
it was
hacker.
called like.
Oh yeah,
this is a
you
real
play
hacker.
Sims.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see what
Yes.
Yeah, you play Sims.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy work right there, bro.
But
Crazy work.
I dropped my first song to like one of these Lil Wayne beats, like whatever the intro to Dedication 2 is.
Yeah.
That Get 'Em, that whatever that is, the Black Puppet song. I'm trying to keep that old puppet.
Dun,
Whatever.
dun,
Yeah. I dropped that. And then I went to school the next day and folks like, boy, they jump hard. I'm like, oh, I could be a rapper for real.
Okay.
But, you know, it wasn't really the central focus. So when I did decide to take it seriously, I made a little noise where I was at, but it wasn't moving the needle for me. So I was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was easy for me to pivot out of it.
Okay.
Because like I'm just realistic, like bro, I'm not gonna keep doing it, bro. Like
I feel that.
the junk
I
ain't
feel
moving
that.
the needle. Like hey man, how many freestyles I gotta drop? How much music I gotta drop, bro? So it's like
Just to get a look, man.
just
Come
to get a
on.
look, you know what I'm saying? But
So was you out like at like local shows, open mics?
Yeah,
all
he
that?
was.
You
he
was?
He
Okay.
was. So I used to work at this spot called the Palace, and I used to be in the back selling hookahs.
Oh,
And he would
okay.
come in. He would be doing amateur night. This before. I mean, we was always been cool, but this before me and him really got tight. But I would always come show love to him and shake his hand and wish him good luck on his sets and stuff. But he was rocking it in there, man. He had a song called Commas that I thought was gonna be the one to take him out. Like, I thought that was the one that was just gonna catapult him. But it didn't work out like that. But
yeah, Atlantic actually approached me because of that song. So, but they was trying to buy the song. They wanted me to be a writer.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm a very like I ain't trying to impress nobody.
Okay.
So I showed up to the Atlantic meeting in a polo and some jeans, like how I normally dress. And so I guess I didn't look like a rapper to them. And so they was like, well, you could just write songs. And I'm like, man, I'm not writing no song for nobody else to rap my life. Like,
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
And they was like, well, we got like 30 racks. I'm like, well, unless y'all gonna give me the 30 racks to perform it, then I'm not taking them in.
Right.
So I did what I did. And then, I thought about that several times over the years. Like, dang, maybe I should have.
Like I just,
It would have helped
money.
you out with something. You know
You know what I'm saying?
30
Maybe they
racks.
could have got me a position to
That's
go
what I've been
somewhere.
telling somebody over here. But
What?
I do understand her logic of why she ain't gonna sell her songs. But
But I do think at this, it did get to a point where I kind of didn't see the appeal of being a rapper, like lifestyle wise, and just like, kind of what it represented. I was like, man, I should have just took the 30 racks and wrote the music. But I was 24 at the time,
Right,
So I was like, wasn't even mature enough to get out my own way. But it worked out long term. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So 10 years later, here I am. You know what I'm saying? But I think. Yeah, it's been a couple of times like, man, I might not never get an opportunity. like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when it just stopped, when I stopped rapping and started doing this, that's when everything took off. So for me, it was like, okay, well, I tried my hand at the rap jump for a minute and didn't really move the needle. And I tried this and seen so much success over the last 3 years. It's like I obviously made the right decision. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, if I wanted to drop a verse, I could.
Right. You switching, like you said, leaving rap behind and then switching to podcasting. We do radio. And recently they just had some statistics saying like podcasting has finally surpassed radio for the first time in history. Why do y'all think that is? And do y'all feel like radio still has a chance to, hang on long enough to compete?
Radio is a commuter thing.
Yeah.
For the most part, largely now it's for commuters. And most people don't have to choose the radio; they can choose whatever they want to listen to.
Yeah.
So whether that be, before, if like you want to listen to a book on tape, you literally have to have a book on tape. Most people just use the radio. It's the most convenient thing especially if you find a local station and personalities that you like. Shit, I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think in Atlanta, big thing too, like Greg Street. You know what I'm saying? Greg Street, 6 o'clock. It's time for Greg Street to rock. That was a big thing, and we already knew this. Like Greg gonna put us on the hottest music.
Yeah.
So listening to the radio was actually like kind of fire. You know what I mean? Like, but I think now. You know, y'all got y'all playlists. Y'all got y'all like kind of got to go by like little corporate playlists. Not y'all specifically.
I was going to say,
we do live mixing.
But like corporate radio. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, well, I don't want to hear the same song every hour, every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
When I can choose what I want to listen to. Right. So I think largely it come down to like choice and convenience. Most people could just hook their phone up and listen to what they wanted to, even if that's not a song from this year. Like I can listen to a song from '98 if I want to.
Right.
So I think even when it come down to podcasting, it's like I'm not restricted to like I have no rules that I gotta play by.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
even if I choose to react to Damani diss track, I could do it on my show, and I don't have to care about monetization or not. I don't have to worry about that. Like even if I can make the choice to be demonetized and I won't lose my job. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some of the stuff that happened at the radio can come with job security risk.
Yeah.
So I don't have no risk to my job security. I just won't make no money off that video, but that's cool because I'm gonna make money off the next one. So it's like one of those things where I think it's a little bit more freedom in it as well.
It is.
Yeah.
Do y'all consider yourselves as journalists, being podcasters, especially with some of the things that y'all talk about?
I think
we have
journalist
to.
adjacent.
Yeah, we
you know
have
what I'm
to.
saying? We definitely have journalistic integrity.
Yeah.
Definitely hip hop journalists automatically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how y'all feeling about the whole movement right now, protect the journalists? Our president, like I told y'all, Georgia Ford owns the station. She was one of the ones arrested with that church.
With Don Lemon.
With Don Lemon and all that. So how y'all feeling about, you know, even being in the room of a place of a woman that just went through all of that?
That's a fear tactic, man.
Yeah.
They don't want you to say what you really want to say and how you feel about what they're doing. So they're just trying to put fear in you and to censor you. So I mean, you know, you just gotta understand that certain things come with consequences, like how she got arrested, but she's out now. And it's like some things happen. Martin Luther King got arrested how many times? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take that with a grain of salt and keep pushing and keep putting the message out there.
Do you feel like they could ever come after y'all?
Probably. But they ain't gonna stop now.
Right.
This is my thing. In a time where somebody want to silence you, you're supposed to get louder. Because silence is conformity. Like, the freedom of speech it's the First Amendment for a reason. You get what I'm saying? It's the first thing they thought to amend. Like, we got to make sure people can say whatever they want to say. Freedom of press, real thing. Like, these things are important because if you can't criticize, then you live in a dictatorship. So a person that dreams of being a dictator obviously doesn't want people criticizing him.
Exactly.
And that's when you should be more critical.
For
You know what I mean?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
If we, you know, I'm sure because of the things that I've said, I'm on a list somewhere.
Nah, my phone be acting up now, I think, because I'm associated with him. So my phone be like glitching sometimes. I be talking to people.
Told me, he said, you might not be in the file, but you definitely being talked about at the water.
Somewhere, because even we had to kind of, you know, be careful what we choose to talk about because, again, we're in a place that's owned by a woman who clearly is telling the people the truth.
She's the truth, though.
Yeah, she's
and
the
you
truth.
gotta think that the thing is like, what do you want your legacy to be? You want your legacy to be that you conform to society. You know how corny that is. You can't tell your kids nothing like that.
Yeah.
So we stand on the shoulders of giants who always resisted conformity.
Absolutely.
And always fought to push freedom of other people, freedom of their voices, freedom of the press. I'm all about that. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of times why we don't get unfiltered truth is because of that. People scared. Oh, they'll shadow ban me or my voice on. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I think whatever the sentiment I'm having, the conversations and the sentiments that people share when them phones ain't on, that's what I want to bring to the phone.
Absolutely.
I ain't trying to bring no scary business to that phone, bro. Whatever. The consequences is what you got to deal with. Fred Hampton died at 21. And we still talk about him. So if you want to leave a rich legacy, it ain't never left by cowards.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't have to do nothing with money, low key.
It never got nothing to do with no money, but the money can get nice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you can make a little money, get you a little money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I.e., Miss Georgia Ford, she got a station over here. You dig what I'm saying? So, but reinvest into your community and reinvest to amplifying voices. That's what I do with my platform. I make sure that voices get amplified from people that you might not necessarily know, but I know they got something to say.
Speaking of your platform, coming from trucking into now getting awards for your podcast, is being seen on a global level. How have you had to adapt to this quote unquote fame, or just being in a different bracket?
I've always kind of like prepared myself to be somebody. So the adaptation is more so like, I don't have, you got to think about your embrace will be whatever your reputation is. So if you hot, your embrace gonna be hot. If your subject matter is negative, your embrace will be negative. I think my subject matter is one of like information and upliftment. So when people approach me, it's usually very uplifting. And, it comes with a real life, like, I have to adjust to this wholly. I got to protect the people I love, like my family, my children. But it's a part of it that I embrace fully, because it's a sign that, like, I'm doing something powerful. I'm doing something. I'm headed in I really feel like I'm in my purpose for real.
That's what's
so
up.
I think whatever come with the purpose, I'm already prepared for it.
Have you even with you being prepared though, have you ever dealt with like imposter syndrome, or even being like, I can't believe I'm in this place and this is happening?
Absolutely. But I think I wouldn't necessarily say imposter. I would say, but I understand the sentiment of what you're saying. I dealt with that very early on when I started going viral. But I think as I built the podcast out and seen success, I think more than anything, it's just an anxiety that comes from not living structured, normal life. You know what I mean? Like the fear of losing security, stability. You know what I mean? I have children to take care of, so that thing, it's a big risk, but it's a big reward too. And I've seen so much of the reward that, those things leave you too. And you just get more confident in what you're doing. You double down on what you do more than anything.
Yeah, for sure.
But what about you, Big Cat? How have you adjusted?
So he's the more forward-facing one, so it doesn't really impact me as much as it does him. But I would be out, people do recognize me, or I would talk and people be like, I know that voice from somewhere. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like I had, we was at the airport. I talked to him about this. We was at the airport going to LA, and I used to work at the airport. I used to work outside on the ramp with the planes and stuff. So I was looking outside. I was like, man, I was just out there. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking to myself, like, who am I to be taking a trip to LA? I'm supposed to be out there working. You know what I'm saying? And it just felt like, man, I really got to this place where I can live a life that I want to live through the help of my friend.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it affects me in that way. Like, it's just starting to hit me like I'm living a different life.
How has it affected y'all kids, family? Are they adapting easily, or are they getting kind of noticed at school and stuff like that?
I got a 16-year-old, so he be like, I be seeing you all over, I be hearing you all over the internet. I be seeing you all over TikTok. I think you're kind of famous.
Oh, cute.
Just a little bit.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Yeah. My kids, they love it, man. They teachers knowing who I am can get a little shaky, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The principal, like, hey, I love your show.
Can you donate to the athletic department? No.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Can you get my kids straight A's?
What you said to your daughter?
No, but
give him an endorsement to college.
You know what I'm saying? Give me write a letter of recommendation.
Yeah.
Give me something. But I think that it's everybody has to adjust.
Right.
I've never been big on putting my kids on social media. So that's a thing that, like, I never really had to worry about. Okay. But it does get to a point where, like, my family, their mom, my people that I care about, I don't want them immersed in that from a social standpoint. Yeah. Whatever they do on their own is their own. But, people get a little weird. I say a lot of stuff that step on people's toes, and they want to start making threats and stuff, but I'd rather those threats be directed at me.
Right.
Yeah, because if they get my kids involved, the podcast's gonna be over.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be pardoned from prison.
Yeah. Medical glasses.
So how y'all feeling about this? Since we speaking on that kind of turn.
She got up out of there quick.
We get up out of here.
Let's get up out of there.
Sorry, I'll change that one.
No. Reason I wanted to change it real quick is I wanted to catch this. How you just felt standing on family values, right? Like somebody talking about my kids, this is gonna be a problem. How y'all feeling about this T.I. 50 Cent thing? Y'all knew I was finna come with that.
I love it.
First of all, bro, it was a multi-generational wipeout.
Yeah.
Man, crazy. Yeah, because I seen your reaction when Damani dropped the boy.
Miss Jackson.
Fireflies.
That's Firebug.
Firebug,
yes.
Come on,
Cat got 9 lives. One more will ring the bell.
Man, you hear me, man? Come on, man. That young man right there got a good pen.
Yeah. Good pen on him.
So we actually got some feedback on TikTok because I be posting our clips and stuff on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, and some people calling us goofies because we said what kind of happened to respect your elders though. Like we get it's hip hop, so diss records, all that stuff happens regardless. But like we was kind of saying like did King from the jump need to jump in the way that he did or should
he did. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't play with my mom.
Don't play with my mom.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't play with my mama. I'm not gonna play with yours. And at the end of the day, you playing with my mama and you know your mama dead, you might want to be cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is like I don't feel like he took it too far. I feel like 50 Cent made a career off of beefing with people.
Facts.
So
Automatically.
this the thing, bro. You go out the way you come in.
You go out the way you come in.
Facts. Okay.
I
No,
agree
because I
with
guess
that.
I was coming from a point of like I be trying to teach my daughter like, Mom, people make fun of us because I drive a cargo van. That's our transportation right now. So to her,
Right,
that's
right.
embarrassing going to school or whatever.
It's a
Or
car, though.
It's
It's a car.
I be trying to
can
have her
move.
understand that, but
You
she
can
12, so she ain't
She'll
there
get
yet.
in
She'll
there.
get it. She'll get it. Yeah.
But kids talk about us or they'll say something about me or whatever, and I'm trying to teach her like words is words. Yeah, you might want to defend me or whatever, but I don't want you to get in trouble in school or getting in fights, whatever. So I guess I was coming from that standpoint, like did King really need to hop in? Because words is words. But at the same time, I understand this is hip hop.
So this is the thing, right? If this is a nobody talking about my mama, then cool, whatever.
Okay.
That is words is word. You 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Your platform reached millions of people,
That's true.
and you are talking about my mother.
Yeah.
So you should be able to ready for whatever come with that. Like I think the value that you placing on your daughter is an important one because you can't let words move you in that sense. But when we talking about people with influence, it's not about what you just saying. Think about the comment section of other people slandering my mama. You open up the door for that.
I see
so
that.
now we got to get to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the thing is like we could look at this from a perspective of like, are you taking it overboard because his mama passed away? But it's like, shout it. When have you ever seen 50 Cent hold any punches for anybody, regardless of what the situation was?
Right.
So in defense of his own mother, he, I'm gonna go at you.
Yeah.
Because you might be going at my mama because of how you feel about your mama.
And Domani said that. He said you ain't never had a mama or dad, so maybe this you don't understand.
So we gotta talk to people like if you want respect, you gotta give respect because your situation was between you and T.I.
Yep.
You keep that with you and T.I. and we good.
Yeah.
And
You bring my mama into it, we're gonna bring the world into it.
Now the family involved.
And that's exactly what I was saying. Like if he would have just did the verses, it would have been a positive, good beef. But because he went the direction he went, not doing the verses or whatever agreement they had for the past couple of years, but not doing that, and then you just automatically jump and throw this in there. Like I said, I wasn't calculating Damani's response. I was automatically
he's
knowing
clearly very calculated.
King's gonna cash out.
Yeah.
He gonna crash out automatically. So I'm like, and then putting it on that spectrum of listening to both of them. King is TIP. Damani's TI.
Yeah.
So you still getting hit
from different people,
from angles, and then not just let alone that. Last night, Harris, she put hers out.
Yeah.
Harris put hers out.
She put hers out.
She was like, "Don't you talk about my mama? You better not about my mama."
I think the thing is that not like if it's a situation between two grown men, keep it. Once you involve my family, then we're going to take it to hell.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Here's what it is.
Absolutely. All right, man. Well, we appreciate y'all coming through, man, for real.
sure.
This was a fun show. Hey, make sure y'all tune in tonight. Y'all going to be at the Caboose, the times. Can you tell us real quick, the time frames and all that?
So
So
at 8.
At 8. All right, so make
Doors
sure
open at what, 7? Yeah, doors open at
7 o'clock. All right. Well, we'll see y'all
It's
there.
sold out though, so man, if you push up, you know
It
what I'm
is.
saying? Cash out me $150. I got you. I get you. I get you in the back door, man. You know what I'm saying? Just holler at me.
Right. All right, y'all. This is the Wake Up on Power 104.7, and we up out of here. Appreciate y'all again.
Shout out to Grits and Eggs
podcast.
baby. Black excellent at its finest.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Power 104.7.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, y'all. We out of here. You good?
Look, he being the black guy again.
Yeah, man.